Hey team, it's Lacey and Gabby. Thanks for being here. We have a short mobility routine today for you, coming straight from Alicante. Mat, some water, comfortable shoes, or no shoes at all. I'm really excited. I'm doing a voiceover for this, so sorry if it doesn't match up. I would rather you guys not hear the wind. Go ahead and reach your hands up to your shoulders. We're gonna make big circles with our elbows. Imagine drawing circles with those elbows all the way out and around. The bigger you can make them, the better. Maybe you start slow and soft with these movements and you make them bigger as you go. Reverse when you're ready. We're gonna get that rotation from the outside in, bring those elbows in, big circles. Great, with those thumbs on each side of your shoulder, we're gonna reach up and over, side to side, opening up the back, opening up the spine. Keep breathing through this motion. If you can go a little deeper, go a little deeper. Really just reach through the spine. Next, we're gonna open, rotate around, come back to center. Rotate, open around, come back to center. This is gonna help to work on our range of motion and mobility within the ribs. Perfect. Let's get one more here. Okay, you wanna bring those thumbs back to your shoulders. Let's reach up and over. To make this stretch more intense, go ahead and grab hold of that wrist and gently pull through. This will definitely open up the side body. Go ahead and switch to the other side when you're ready. Grab that wrist, pull through. Make sure you're breathing here. Shoulders back and down, core nice and tight. Bring those arms back to center. Let's rotate around. As you move through these movements, maybe you can go a little bit further, hold out a little bit longer. That's the point of mobility. Awesome job, team. Arms back up. We're gonna bring those elbows together, tap them, open them all the way up nice and wide. Tap them together, hollow out, round the back, open them, stretch out the chest. Okay, it's almost like you're hollowing the back, hiding from someone. I'm timid. Opening, I'm excited to see you. Hiding, opening, and back to hiding. Really press into the back, stretching out those shoulder blade muscles. Go ahead and shake that off. Wonderful. So we started at the shoulders and upper body. Now we're gonna move our way down to the torso, to the ribs, eventually to the hips and the legs. So go ahead and get a good hinge here at the waist. You're gonna put your arms to the center and fold open to one side, okay? We're gonna practice rotating that rib cage around, hand to the sky, eyes glancing at your hand if they can. And don't worry too much about getting too far rotated around because this will come. Just go around far enough to feel a stretch and some movement within your rib cage. Great. Come up out of that hinge, nice and easy. Form is everything. Okay, shake that out. We are gonna move on. Looking good. Okay, let's keep moving as we make our way to the legs. Go ahead and come into a seated position, squat position. Make sure those knees don't go over those toes and your glutes are back. Make sure the weight is even in your feet and you're firmly planted to the floor. Go ahead and drop those hands to the floor. Lift those hips to the sky. Hands on your elbows, on your shins, on your toes, to the floor, whatever's comfortable. Toes can point out if you'd like to get a good stretch of the inner thighs. Let's go ahead and bring those hips back up to ceiling. Great job. As you meet us back into a sumo squat position, go ahead and wiggle around in this movement. Try to get some mobility in those hips. If you want, you can even press those elbows into the sides, the insides of your knees, and get an even more intense stretch. Go ahead and plant those hands on the floor. Press those hips back up to the sky. Come slowly up one vertebrae at a time, back to a start position. Nice. Throw those shoulders out, shake it off. So next, we're going to head into our runner's lunge and our Cossacks. So go ahead and find a comfortable position, one leg coming up into a runner's lunge position, the other foot behind, and the heel is pressed firmly into the floor. Go ahead and bend that front knee. We're gonna open up the arm, eyes follow the hand as we glance behind and get a small rotation in the ribs. Great. Bring the arm forward. When we bring it forward, we're gonna straighten out the front leg, to get a good hamstring stretch and press back even with the arm as well.
Go ahead and bend
Great.
that front knee.
Let's bring the arm up,
Forward. Go ahead and
open
up.
as we add the bend back into our front leg. Gaze over the shoulder, bring the arm forward, straighten out that front leg, press back, hamstring stretch.
Nice
Great.
job.
Take your time here, feel a good intense stretch. Come out of that when you're ready. We're gonna go ahead and switch legs into the runner's lunge position with your opposite leg in the front, bent. Go ahead and open up wide on the opposite side. Get a little rotation in your ribs as your eyes follow your hands. Breathing here, bring the arm forward. And as you send it back, straighten out the front leg, hamstring stretch. You can lift your toe up to the sky. Bend that front knee, arm comes forward and open up. Breathing, heel into the ground. Arm swoops forward, leg straightens, toe goes up, arm goes back, hamstring stretch. Lots of pieces, but I swear this is a great stretch. Awesome job. Yes, get it stretching, babes. Okay, to the floor. We're going to utilize the mat now. Go ahead and find me in a child's pose. Okay, and as you see, we walk from side to side. So slowly with those fingertips, walk those fingers to one side. You can pull with one hand, push with the other to make the stretch in your back more intense. At your own pace here, side to side with those child pose stretches. And when you're ready, bring those forearms to mat, elbow to elbow. We're gonna rotate open wide and come back to center, tapping that elbow to the mat. Great, and as you open side to side here, one at a time, you're gonna look up and look down. Really focusing on your breathing, going slow at your own pace, trying to get some range of motion in the rib cage. When you're ready, other side opens to the ceiling, eyes rotate around. Great job. Let's get 2 more here. And stop. Go ahead and flip over, meet me on your back on the mat, hugging those knees to your chest. If you'd like, you can grasp the hands together, grab a hold of that wrist. We're going to actively press our back into the floor and push the knees away. Okay, so knees to chest. Go ahead and breathe in. As you exhale, come up, press those knees away. You're not going very far because you're hugging yourself, but we're gonna try and actively press away, opening up the back. Let's get another good one here. Breathing during the movement. Nice and easy, bring it back down. Go ahead and wiggle around, wiggle back out. And when you're ready, come back up to a seated position. Go ahead and wiggle out that back. That's it, you did it. Thank you guys so much for joining Gabby and I during the short taster mobility routine. Really, really great. I enjoyed it so much. That's a wrap. Thank you so much for moving with us. I hope you enjoyed our short mobility routine today. Definitely more to come. I hope to see you soon. Utilize these movements throughout your day, and also take a listen to Charles Henley on Spotify with his song Emerged, which was featured today during our program. Thanks, Charlie.